He was kneeling to pray in front of her. Just like the twins said. She was a goddess.
They said she was a fairy.
They also said goddess.
Oh, I thought he said goddess.
You keep saying or unknown subject, like...
Once dead Anna was transformed.
At most,
From an
do that
object
once, but
despite
less than once is better.
I don't think despite is the word you're looking
Is
for.
Miss
There.
Stiletto Heels. The steps are close coming up to the body, and then farther apart going away.
There was a reason to hurry away then.
That settles it then, George. Miss Stiletto Heels is a third party here. She's not the murderer. No one runs away from an object of worship.
That true?
She could be another victim.
I bet if I thought for a bit, I would... Anything by H.P. Lovecraft.
Some accomplice who fled for some reason. She is also one who took whatever it was Anna was holding on to in her hand.
But why? Why did she leave her here?
Only Miss Stiletto Heels knows the reason for that. She might know something about the man with the reversed peace mark, too.
Is it a man with it? Isn't it Anna who has that mark?
It was in the photo, it was
How
unclear.
many women wear high stiletto heels in this town, do you think?
But I mean, I thought
I think most of them have at least one pair.
we saw it engraved into her hand.
I do too, before you ask.
Separate thing.
But
In the photo, there was
all
the
way
vest
out
with the
you're
reverse
wearing
piece
it,
mark
except,
in it,
well,
and
maybe
then
one person.
Anna had the print in the hand. So the killer presumably
in the
has
dark,
the
Who might this
scar or
elegant lady
tattoo.
be?
Anna has the object.
Diane, the owner of the art gallery. But she's out of town for a big art auction. I heard she'll be coming back in a couple days.
Then we'll just have to give her a warm welcome home.
By jerking off on the
A
tree.
more immediate matter, then. Where in town can you find something like this? It should be a building that isn't used anymore, with either a lot of metal or metal machinery or something like that.
The old lumber mill.
Eagle River.
It's the, like
It's time
the
to really
you
get
found
this
something music go after
Could you
that.
guide me to this perfect setting for extravagant murder?
Hey, you want to calm down the enthusiasm a little there, York?
Yeah.
Really making yourself seem suspicious.
All right, we're gonna get our cleared time. Here we go.
Almost 5 hours.
Yeah. Clear.
He's made $36,000 plus. Course
Not
of
bad for government money.
4 days. Yeah, way not bad for government money.
The lumber mill is pretty far from
I
here.
earn government money
If
now.
that's where she was killed,
There you go.
why would the killer go to all the trouble of carrying her all the way here?
I don't know yet.
2017 government money is not like 2010 government money, though, I
The
bet.
unsub's personality is totally different before and after the crime. The unsub killed her in a brutal, horrifying way, and then displays powerful adoration after she's dead.
Powerful adoration.
Something close to love.
Not
Close to
despite.
love.
Key to all this.
Close to Love, wasn't that song from 9.5
I'll say
Weeks?
this though, George.
Was it?
Profiling is a risky business. Of course, if the unsub planted
Slave
those
to Love,
stiletto
I
footprints himself,
don't know.
well,
Brain went somewhere.
I've
That's
just
more
said
fitting,
falls apart.
but whatever.
But there's no evidence that he left those stiletto footprints.
That was Kim Basinger in
We have
9.5
Miss
Weeks,
Stiletto
right?
Heels to
Yes.
those tracks.
And
Mickey
now
Rourke.
All
she's
of them
playing
introduce the unsub's
the other side in 50 Shades
and
Darker.
carefully figure the
Really?
unsub's MO.
Yeah.
That's interesting.
Modus
Pretty
I
sure.
hope they have at least a nod somewhere in the movie.
He
I don't
usually unveils
think they're
something
bright
that
enough,
normal
but-
forensic analysis may
And she
overlook.
might be.
That's
She
right
might
away.
sneak something in.
True
It's
enough.
not for everyone, but it works for me.
It is her that's in that, right? I think so.
I know it's not Mickey Rourke, because he turned into Jabba the Hutt.
Right, yeah, he's terrifying.
Not weight gain, but kind of blobbiness. Like his bones have melted.
He's it's like he and Val Kilmer had that thing happen to him.
Yeah.
Yep, it's Kim Basinger. She plays the older woman who fucked with Christian as a youngster.
When I first joined the
Oh,
force, this
so she
woman
plays a
was still in
pedophile.
full swing.
Well, I don't know if he was
And now it's totally
that young.
dead.
I don't really know enough details about it.
Deserted buildings.
Notice they can't even get the road to curve without without corners in it.
Yeah.
The line on the corners
Site of Anna's murder.
We
segmented.
don't know that for sure yet.
Yeah.
Morgan.
That's right. But the perpetrator selected the lumber.
Agent Ward, you seem very confident about this.
Confident? You know.
Certain.
Confidence is a sweet spot between being rude and hopeless.
Oh,
I'm
you're
just
just-
being natural.
You're rude and hopeless, actually.
Yeah.
That sounds exactly like being fully confident, at least to me. And normal people with common sense.
Normal people with common sense
Opposite effects.
never trust normal people with common sense.
Bear that in mind.
Oh, I will, Agent Ward. Thank you for another little.
Either way, we'll know for sure by simply going to the lumber mill. So keep your pearls of wisdom to yourself, and let's hurry.
Pearl necklace of wisdom?
Can you step on it, Agent Ward?
Pleasure.
Trying to warn you that was going to happen, and it was too late.
Mhm.
Made $15 for knocking down that pole.
Yeah, you gotta choose your poles carefully.
Yep.
So, I don't know, the whole 50 Shades thing, I have to admit, I'm one of those people who is annoyed at all the 50 Shades bashing, not because I love it, but because it seems like all the bashing is because, oh, it's this really bad example of, like he's a bad dom, and yada yada yada, and I'm like, I don't think it's 50 Shades' job to portray how to be a dom or how to be a sub. Like, it's just a fantasy. Like,
Yeah.
why, you know, like, why is it its job to be, I don't know, like a good representation, you know?
I think that's fair. My beef with it, if anything, is the same as my beef with Stephanie Myers. Is her portrayal of a woman's lot in life is pretty bleak.
Is that different than any romance movie? I mean, Stephanie Meyer I have problems with because the main character is so young, but I mean, in general, like, if you look at, you know, any romantic comedy or whatever, isn't it kind of like women are just there to get married, right? I mean,
Yeah, I guess. Usually the romantic lead doesn't watch you sleep, but
yeah.
I think in addition to what you say, another thing that's fueling the 50 Shades
I'm
bashing,
going in alone.
simply that
You two stay here.
it's a book and a
I can't
movie aimed at
concentrate on
women
profiling with other
that
people around me.
almost always
Now hold
gets
on a minute.
denigrated.
We're investigating this
Well,
case
that's
together.
Listen, I can't risk the crime scene being compromised.
anything
by you
that's
two.
seen as
What are you
something
saying? You're not
for
the only
women is
professional
seen
law
as
enforcement
of less
officer,
value,
Morgan. We know how to
unless it
solve
fights
crime
really,
scenes.
really hard.
That was
But-
rude of me. But this
But
is how
you know,
I...
if only women go see the movie, it'll do fine.
Yes.
So
Yeah.
they don't care.
Furthermore, what?
To me, the outsider FBI agent, every citizen of this town is a suspect.
But if the movie and book were centered around the man instead of centered around the woman, then it would be a different kind of outcry.
How can you say such a thing? Is he making fun of us?
Look at how you're dressed.
Left him behind and come here by ourselves.
You're right. I've never been so insulted.
That's not true.
I'm sorry, but I'm just doing my job.
Told not to enter a crime scene is not particularly insulting.
Yeah, I don't know. It always gets so annoying to me whenever people in a murder investigation, like whenever they're like, whenever the police ask if, you know, where were you on this night or anything like that, it's like, do you think I did it? And it's like, everybody's a fucking suspect. Like, that's how it works. Like
Yes.
Zach, they're here.
Oh,
Okay. Some zombies.
yeah.
Shadows.
Oh god, we're gonna have to go through this again after we beat it.
Yeah.
Yeah, these get so repetitive, especially like fighting this twice over, you know?
Then there are a number of non-mandatory levels too that he's probably gonna do.
Oh, goody. I think that one just said Matt Mitchell. I think he's a member of the band Pussifer.
I don't know. You shouldn't put the same model next to each other. It looks lazy. Unless they're supposed to be twinsies.
See, it matches with Isaac and Isaiah. Twinsies! It does get a little weird when he keeps talking about how good his shots are.
Yeah. I mean, I guess he's cheering you on, so it's not entirely him talking to himself, but he talks to himself anyway.
Yeah. It's weird either way.
It is among the weird things. Use Grekotch, damn you! Hey, Raincoat Killer, finally.
Oh, did we see it? I missed it.
Running ahead of him down the corridor.
Ah, hell.
Back.
Just as I thought, Zack. This is where Anna was killed.
No one noticed this in the last 4 days?
Guess not. I guess Josie closed down the mill because of Anna's death, and...
You're fired.
This, doesn't seem a good place to smoke and can contaminate evidence here, York, but, you know, whatever.
You know, that character that she fires right after Josie stops the mill, he should be a featured character in Season 3. I want him, I want the seamstress with the hunchback, I want the breakdancing kid from the school hallway, the lady with kind of a mustache and the shaky hand. These are the characters I want. Especially since some of my favorites are dead.
Yeah. Not gonna feel the same without Pete for the mayor.
I know, they better not try to replace him either.
Yeah, I mean, that's my one really curiosity. My biggest curiosity is how do you do Bob, you know? I mean, like,
yeah.
Sure, he could be a shape changer even in the immaterial world, but doesn't seem to make much sense, right? Like, why wouldn't we have seen it before now?
Maybe... Oh, no, I don't know. Yeah, I mean, Bob is inside Cooper last we saw him.
Right.
And he looked like himself in the mirror.
Still
So unless he got out of Cooper, and then he can be played by whoever he now inhabits. But that exchange of Garmonbosia maybe created some paradox or some...
Well, in Fire Walk with Me, Annie warns him, and she's 25 years in the future, right? She says it's 25 years in the future, or it's in the future, and Cooper's still trapped in the Black Lodge, right?
Right.
So...
Zack, it's almost like an altar.
Most.
Oh, that was another thing. Well, I'll save that for some other time when there isn't things happening. But remind to ask me about the planned season 3.
Okay. That may be the last moment of things happening for... No, wait.
Well, we're in this profiling area, so we're supposed... I mean, this isn't just like fighting zombies here.
Right. See, the climbing a ladder sound has more variety than the walking around sound.
Eh.
Oh no!
No, okay, I guess now we're just gonna shoot things for... Oh, no, or maybe we get a phone call. What?
This is different.
Pick it up and it's... Let me go!
First I'll take this plate of raw smoked salmon out of this locker.
Seems healthy. Seems safe. Oh, maybe I'll give myself a shave over here.
Have a shave, he can take a nap.
Yeah, alright.
This is clearly the pre-boss room. Got supplies, he's got save spots, he's got...
Where are you hiding?
Well, you just called me. Where do you think? Da-da-da. Oh, good. That's weird that that was number 2. Like, it seems like we usually get them in order. Didn't miss one, did we?
Or infinite lollipops. Not entirely sure you can progress if you miss one. Doors have a habit of not opening until you're ready. Alright, enough. Good boy. Hey!
There's like just one more. Just one more. Alright, now we got a key to a thing, so that's good, I guess.
That's not how keys work.
Maybe it is. An old town. It's like F this noise. Okay, so the when my ex-roommate dated the guy who worked on the comic, he talked with a lot of the people, the staff writers and everything, about what their plans were, because you know they didn't. They were still hoping to get renewed, like right up to the last minute, right? Like they hadn't been renewed, but they hoped that the ratings would be good enough from the last episode that they would get renewed. And I remember specifically her saying that I guess he had talked a lot with Barry Pullman, who was one of the writers or directors, and like some of the plans were they'd always planned to bring Audrey back. I know that, which I mean it's like, of course, right? But I still think it's kind of cheap. But they planned to bring Audrey back, and they wanted to skip 3 years, and Cooper would be the town pharmacist at that point.
What? That's random.
And I'm like, okay. And essentially it was like they wanted to do something where like the first 3 or so episodes kind of resolve the Bob and Cooper thing, and then from there they could just kind of get back to telling homespun folksy stories with the town pharmacist. And I was like, there must be more to it than that, but I love this idea, you know?